let's just see what's going on. Oh, those meteors flying past. I do like a good meteor shower. Right, cool. Let's get building something. I left this ship ready for some welding, but I did notice that I put a piece of armour where I didn't really want one, and that is in line with where our conveyor is gonna go. So let's just remove that. There it is. And I think we'll go get the good and we'll just weld all this up. Zoom out a little more. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've only got a small number of gyroscopes on this ship. I should be able to finish those thrusters as well while I'm here. Let's go do that. Cool. Yeah, I think at some point I will need to build a bigger welder. I find these excuse me, these little sort of needle-nosed welders are useful for building ships. Certainly when the ships are fairly small. But for doing those big flat panels, yeah, a bigger welding ship is much more useful. Oh yeah, that's right. I've just remembered I was going to make the thrusters a different colour. We'll sort that out. I don't think I like this this white that I'm making this ship in. It's a bit kind of bland, so I'll probably change the colour before we go too much further.
Meteor storm inbound.
I'm a little bit derpy with the controls today. I've not played Space Engineers for about 2 weeks. Feels like a lifetime. When I played, when I was streaming last, which was 2 weeks ago, I spent 2 days solid on Twitch playing Space Engineers, and I made so much content that it took me 2 weeks to edit it all and break it up into videos. So I didn't play Space Engineers last weekend, and I'm feeling a little bit out of practice. Before I started streaming, I would play a little bit each weekend, a couple of hours each weekend, and or a couple of hours each day each weekend, and then maybe an hour each in the evening each night, that sort of amount of time. Yeah, I should really, shouldn't I? I should add some extra welders to the front of this ship. That's going to speed things up. Although if I do that, then those extra welders will get in the way when I just want a little ship to be able to stick in those small spaces. Well, then I could always take the welder off again, I suppose. Well, I'm not going to be doing much welding. I want to get onto placing the blocks, really. Let's just do these corner ones where you want to get in before you cover them up with anything. Yeah, I was thinking about Last Stand Gamers. I really should name one of my ships Aaron, after the guy who broadcasts in Last Stand Gamers. He's been making Space Engineer videos for such a long time, and oops, sorry, bit of derpage. Yeah, and he comes from he lives about 30 miles away from me. He's very close. We both come from the same area, of the same little corner of the world. Right, just want to go and get the same area welded up on the other side, and then we'll get on to building a bit more of this ship, placing some more blocks. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll most of the armour on the outside of the ship, most of the frame of the ship can be welded up later on, because I'll probably redesign some of the things like the corners. We'll add a bit of a chamfer on it and stuff like that. Just need enough blocks in place to help form the shell, so I can see what we're doing and how it's going to look. Right, let's weld up this line of blocks here. This is going to form just this bit that's going to form the inside of the propulsion chamber. We'll do the same on the other side. Not because I particularly want to have these blocks completed, but just because it reminds me where the line is. It's a handy guide. There we go. Right, let's get this propulsion chamber finished off. I can't do too much with our conveyor system yet. The conveyor system is going to run down this channel here, but at the moment that's anchoring the shell of the ship to the dock there, so we'll leave that in place. That'll be one of the last things that I actually get around to building, but we'll leave a hole in the hull to be able to finish that off. Yeah, we're not going to make it that shade of purple. Let's just see. Earlier on I was looking at a much nicer shade of green. Looks quite good in a sort of brightish primary shade of green. Maybe something like that. If we like this, we can recolour the ship. Once I have the propulsion chamber marked out,
Meteor storm inbound.
then it'll be quite quick then quick and easy to get the rest of the ship in position. Building a mining tunnel like this ship, the trickiest thing is getting your forward facing thrusters in a position where they're not going to destroy anything and they're not going to be damaged either. And I think we've got that now. Okay, one more run along here and I think we're done. Are we there yet? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's have a quick look at how that's gonna appear. good. So this wall, the internal propulsion wall, should be far away enough from the jets of the thrusters that it won't receive any damage from normal use. All of the other walls should be far away enough that if they do get any damage, it would only be if I was turning very sharply under high speed, which is very unlikely to happen with this ship. It's not what we're likely to do. It's not a fighting ship. So what are we going to need? We need a big reactor, a couple of large cargo containers, and lots of gyroscopes, some bits and pieces. It should all fit within about 4 blocks, so we should be able to get a lot of it already set up here. It's going to be a very wide ship, but it doesn't need to be very long. Let's place a cargo container. Large cargo. So the large cargo container can go here. That should give it enough room. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we can have our reactor on this side. We're going to need a large reactor. We'll have that about here. Now I need to make sure I've got this facing the right way. Yep, that's fine. We'll fit things like gyroscopes, can fit in all the little gaps and stuff. We'll have another large cargo container. I wonder if it'll let me place it. I want our next cargo container up here. Yeah, I think it will. Wasn't sure if it would need me to put it on a floor as such. About there, I think. Just see, we want it roughly central.